Hey, what's going on guys? Miller Breda here and welcome to my live video. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click on the subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified of the latest videos that I upload. And if you're the first time you see me, I'm an online business coach, and what I do is I show people how to start an online business part-time so that later on they can create a life of freedom. And on today's live video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 tips on how to build a team. And this is the 5 tips that so that's the 5 tips that I learned from Ray Higdon. So I'm going to be sharing with you my notes with one of the courses or one of the seminars I attended with Ray Higdon. So the first note is, never assume that the people that you recruited in your business are gonna be taking the business seriously. So you build it, you show them the vision, right? You show them where you want to go, but you don't push them, right? So don't assume that everybody's gonna take it seriously, because maybe on the first day, time when they join you, they're gonna like the business, right? They're gonna build the business, but later on they might decide, hey, maybe business is not for me. Maybe I'll just use the product. So that's okay. So don't assume that everybody's going to join your team. They're not going to be there to build the business with you, right? So you don't assume that. So right. So because if you do assume, you will be disappointed, right? But don't assume. But when you bring them in, you show them this is how you do it. You give them success. You give them steps how to do it, but you don't decide for them, right? You don't take their actions for them. You show them the way, but if there's something that they don't want to do, you don't push them. So don't assume that everybody's going to be interested or as serious as you are in your business. So that's tip number 1, right? So tip number 2 is never give unsolicited advice. Meaning, if they're not, if they just want to use the products, don't tell them, hey, you don't use the products, right? You also build the business, because you're missing out a lot of stuff. What if they don't want to do the business, right? But they love the products. So if you give them advice about business, you're gonna turn them off. So you're gonna lose a long-time business customer. And then later on, maybe, who knows? Maybe if they do like the product and say, hey, I got a lot of people that might be interested in this, maybe I'll do this as a business as well. So if they're not asking about the business, you don't tell them how to do this as a business, right? So don't give unsolicited advice, because people, you don't force things on them. They have to make the decision for themselves, right? So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is, instead of being pushy, be pulley. So there's a difference between a leader and a manager. A manager, you give them tasks. You say, hey, what you do in the morning, when you do this, call this person, do this. You give them a task. You're a manager. So when you're pushing people and they don't want to be pushed, guess what? They're going to be turned off, and then later on they quit. They're going to join another leader, or they don't want to work with you anymore. So don't push people if they're not there. They don't want to be there. So what you do instead is that you be pulley, right? You show them the way. You give them examples, or you be the example. That's a very good definition of being a leader, is that you show them the way. Not you don't tell them the way, you show them the way. If you want to show them how to make $500 a week, $500 a month, you show them how. You show them, hey, I did this, I make $500 a month. If you're interested, I'm here for you, right? I'm going to teach you how. So don't tell them what to do. Instead, you show them what to do. So that it makes a lot of difference. People always follow people who are showing them the way, right? People always follow people that they know that can definitely bring them the things that they want. Not necessarily money, but maybe health or relationship, right? Or a group, just to be part of a group of people that are very nurturing and supportive of each other, right? So you show them when you don't tell them what to do. You show them what to do. So that makes a lot of difference, and it will definitely make a good momentum in your team if you be in the trenches with them, right? So that's very good. So tip number 4 is lather them with recognition. And guys, this is a very good tip I will give you, is that if you don't recognize them on the big achievements, right? No, when they're starting out as a team, as a member of your team, you recognize their effort. hey, congratulations, John, congratulations, you just prospected 10% this week, or you sold one product this week, or you got 10 rejection this week, right? You, even those small stuff, because people loves recognition, right? If you recognize their effort, they will love you for it, and they will remember that. Believe me, guys, they will remember that. And another tip that I can give you is that if you have a member that makes maybe $20 a week, you recognize that, right? You recognize that. Why? Because that $20 is a it will inspire a lot of people who's not even making $20 a week extra. So because it's, you tell them, hey, it's doable, right? You tell them it's doable. If you make $20, hey, congratulations, John, for making $20 this week. That's $20 not in other people's pocket, right? So that will inspire them to work, because they say, hey, even if it's $20, so like what my mentor said, it's not how much you make it, it's how you made the money. That's smart money. That's money that you didn't put sweat, tears, and hours in, right? That's how you're gonna inspire people to. That's because the business is working, right? That's how you're gonna inspire people. It's not how much you make in the business, it's how you made it. And people will be inspired just $50 a week, $100 a week, because even that $100, because there's tons of people out there that has zero result, that has zero income. Even that $50 a month, a week, $100 a month, or even $100 a month. Yes, people will be inspired. Hey, it works. So tell me, how do you do it? So that will move, instead of telling, hey, then, or instead of just recognizing people who are just making $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month. Those are good, right? They will inspire some, but if you want to inspire many, you recognize the accomplishment of people, even just the small amount. Activity goals, if they did a lot of activities, you recognize them. You recognize their effort. Even they just make $20, you recognize that, right? It's like 20. Hey, so excited for John. He just made $20 this week. Who wants to learn how to make $20 a week? Passive income. So that's how you can inspire many, by recognizing those small amount, the small efforts. All right, guys. I think that's a big tip that I just gave you. So tip number 5 is, stop trying to motivate them, instead inspire them. So you don't motivate people, right? You don't motivate people. You inspire them through your actions. Be there in the trenches with them. Show them you're getting hits. Show them that you're getting rejection. Show them that you have your struggles, right? Because people are inspired by people's struggles. Believe me, they're not inspired by telling them when you're starting your business, say, hey, I started my business and I just recruited 100 people. I have no rejection. I don't know how you got rejections. No, people will not be inspired, but they'll say, hey, first started with my business, I got 300 rejections, but I didn't quit. I believe in the business. I believe in my mentor. I believe in the company. I believe in the products, and I kept on going. And I got this result. So if you want to show them, if you want to learn, I'll show you the way, right? So you don't motivate them. You inspire them through your actions. That's how you're gonna move people. That's how you're gonna move your team, and that will give you the big momentum. So guys, so this is actually 10 tips I can give you. I can share you 5 more tips that in my notes right now. So if you're interested in these 5 more tips, just give me a send me a private message, so that I will be able to send you 5 more tips on how to build a team. This is by 10 tips from a note that I got from Ray Higdon. And if you're interested if you're building a team, or if you want to learn how to build more teams, so just send me a private message. I can be sharing you 5 more tips. All right, guys. So I hope you get value from this video. If you do, hey Charlotte. So if you get value from this video, comment, like, and share. And yeah, how are you doing? How are you? Yeah, so if you need help in your network marketing business or your online business, just feel free to reach out to me, because I love to help you any way I can. So Miller Bear here, wishing everyone a good night, and I'll see you on the next video.